Before you became the champ the first time, were you visualizing and imagining
ever since I was 14, this is who I am. This is who I'm going to be. I'm Kentucky. This is the guy. You have to be the champ before you be the champ. You understand? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Welcome everyone back to the School of Greatness podcast. We've got the legendary Mike Tyson in the house. My man, good to see you.
Thank you, brother. You have these cameras mounted. I don't know where to look.
Everywhere, man. Yeah, you're here. This is good.
Here.
Yeah,
okay,
you're good.
I'm here.
You're here, you're me. Yeah, we're doing this, man. I'm excited that you're here. I came on your show a little while back, and I'm excited for that to come out. I want to make sure everyone watches that. Hot Boxing.
Thank you.
It's a great show. You've got so many big names on there. You've been inspiring people with your message.
Really think so?
Of course,
my
man.
message is really crazy. I think it's having fun and doing slapstick. Oh, fuck.
You're doing good, man. You're doing good. And I'm really inspired by you, Mike, because you've gone through a lot of darkness. You've gone through a lot of darkness in your past. And we talked about this on your show, which is why I was so excited to have you here, that you went to prison for a few years. You did a lot of things that you said you weren't proud of. But now you've gone through this spiritual journey that you're really looking to inspire as many people as you can and heal yourself. And I think it's really cool what you've been able to do by overcoming all that. So I just wanted to acknowledge you to start by everything. And you were talking on the show that we did about some of the lessons you've learned from your past, and I wanted to see if we could start with that.
Go for it.
And hear, what do you think are some of the biggest lessons you learned about who you were 20 years ago compared to who you are now?
Sometimes it's hard to accept who you are. Sometimes I see young kids out here and they commit suicide and they don't like who they are and they're in prison. And it's really difficult, to accept who you are in this world, because really we don't know. But then in order to have friendship, you have to be put in this particular kind of, you have to be labeled, so to speak, So we don't know who we are until we get, to a certain degree of evolution.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel like you knew who you were when you were 20, 25?
I had no idea.
Yeah, I mean, you were the world champ at 20.
I had no idea what was going on outside of that. What the world was really about, and we had to really hold yourself accountable.
Yeah.
I had no idea what that was all about. In another world.
Did you feel like you held yourself accountable to anything except for your training and dominating in the sport?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I hold myself accountable for.
Yeah.
When I was younger, yeah.
When did you feel like you started to realize who you were?
When I got married for a third time, my wife Kiki, we really had to. What can I establish by saying we had to really make a choice what we wanted to do in our life right there. We were really at a really bad no-win situation, and we had to establish some kind of foundation for our life. So that's really when I had to see what I was made out of.
How old were you then?
Probably in my 40s.
40s?
42.
And so during the marriage, was it not working at some point where...
Oh, it was never working. It was never working. And
why was it never working?
Because marriage in itself is an interesting dynamic. Because it's nothing you could prepare for. Mm-hmm. It's something you have to grow into. You can't prepare yourself for this. I don't care how many girlfriends you had, I don't care how many Romeo relationships you had. You cannot prepare yourself for this if you've never been involved in this kind of matrimony. Is that the word, matrimony, before? And so it didn't work for a while, and then we realized we didn't kill each other. Since we didn't kill each other, let's see if we can make this work. We still love each other. We're not dead. All the stuff we went through, we're not dead. So let's just see if we can make this work. And some bizarre reason it worked. It just works and stuff. And sometimes, every now and then, we get our buttons pushed, everything, and something has a reminiscence of the past, and which wasn't good in our memories. You may respond in a certain way, but it's just triggered. 'Cause our head's fucking with us.
Yeah. How do you learn to overcome the triggers today still from the triggers of your past? I think I read that you were got arrested 30-something times before you were a teenager.
Yeah.
So it seemed like everything triggered you then, right?
But from that perspective, everything changes when my classes change. I never understood my struggle. I had everything I wanted, but still I was fighting the light. My dark spirit was still fighting the light. That was my struggle. I couldn't get anything done.
You were winning everything, you were on the top of the world, but what was the big struggle internally for you during those highest moments where everyone wanted to,
Well, it didn't appear real because at that time I lost my mentor. Everybody was dying. And because when I met them when they were pretty old and I was very young.
Yeah.
And everybody started dying, and I didn't understand that. I started thinking, they were old when they met you. They were 57, or close to 60 when they met you, Mike. So, of course, they were going to die eventually.
Yeah.
When you become a man, these guys are going to die. And I don't know, I couldn't deal with that for a minute. And then the world just came in on me, and it was overwhelming. I just had to learn from life experiences how to conduct myself.
Yeah. What was your biggest fear in your early 20s?
No one loving me. Not being accepted, being a nobody. Yeah.
Wow. Did you not feel like anyone loved you or accepted you, even though you were the champ?
Well, that was the funny dynamics in itself because I come from an eat dog kind of world and stuff, and I met somebody and he showed me the basics of life. You know what I mean? Be kind to people the way you want people to be kind to you, and all that. It's the basics of life. But our main objective was to be the best in the world in this particular discipline. Yeah.
It's hard to be kind when you're trying to be the best at the same time, too, huh?
Yeah, but that's the part of discipline. Discipline is separating the two. You have to do what you hate to do, but do it like you absolutely love it with vigor and enthusiasm.
What did you hate doing and practicing in your early 20s or late teens?
I hate the whole aspect of the warrior mentality and the duration of it. That's probably the main part, the length of how long you have to go through that psychological warfare. And it takes tolls on people.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. It's just really rigid. If you become the best, you have to almost become fanatical. This is my life. This is what I live for. This is my air. This is everything.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess most athletes feel that way.
Yeah.
Or they have one of those old-time trainers and they have that particular type of method of training.
Yeah.
It just becomes your life, so you could do this in your sleep because it's so regimented.
Right. When do you feel...
Almost like we're zombies.
I know.
Like robots.
It's like militant,
Robots,
very like army. When do you feel the most loved today?
Oh, when I'm harassing my kids and stuff.
You're harassing
Even
your
though
kids?
they don't like it, I harass my kids. And sometimes it might be torture to them because sometimes they have to grow up. They live in this make-believe world. And I say, hey, listen, you can't... Sometimes, we bought this house for you. You can't have a slumber party over there. This is not the real world. Right. These people didn't pay any rent. Are they paying you rent to live in your apartment? Anything that we pay for? Uh-huh. We need to learn responsible. We have to be responsible, and we have to also be reliable and know whatever it is that we do. We have to be accounted for.
Yeah. What do you think is the biggest regret you have from everything you've been through?
Many regrets. Fuck. What do I say? I have many regrets, but they say these regrets are something we shouldn't worry about. But yeah, I have many regrets. I wish I would have spent more time with my kids in my youth.
Spend more time with your kids.
I wish I did. Because now I'm trying to catch them now and it doesn't work. It really doesn't work. Yeah, it doesn't work.
They're getting older now, huh?
Yeah, they got older. They got
their own lives.
They don't relate to my path. It's just, Dad, you're a fucking alien.
Yeah. You don't know what we're up to, what's the message you would say to yourself now that you've gone through, because you've gone through a lot of transformation. Yeah. You've gone through different experiences, transformation. You've done a lot of work on yourself. You're wiser now. Yeah. If your 20-year-old or 25-year-old self was sitting right here where I'm at, and you could sit down and have a conversation with him, what would you want to say to him?
You know, that he should prepare on developing what makes him happy in life. And strive on developing that and cultivating that, what makes you happy. And have that strong alliance within yourself on what makes you happy and never break that. Because that's all of our really trick. We get $100 million, we really, what is happening? I don't mean, ha ha ha, hoo hoo hoo, ha, he's funny. What is the essence of happening? What does that mean? Everybody has a different definition. Well, we got 7 billion people, I'm sure 7 billion different definitions. You know, some people may have dark happiness. They like to do dark stuff and that makes them happy, but it's still happy. So what makes necessarily happy a good thing?
What makes you happy?
Simple stuff. And I don't know if that's happy. I take it for granted sometimes, like everyone else is my kids and stuff.
Yeah.
And I have to, you know, not worried about going to prison, not worried about paying my bills and having my lights on and my lights being cut off or my water being cut off, It's being stable in my life.
Yeah. So you would tell him to start pursuing happiness more?
You know, that's the word I would use, you know, but that's the only thing that's going to stimulate us.
Yeah.
You know, what drives, I don't know if it's happiness, we call it happiness.
Sure.
Why is it the word happiness that makes us think this is something that we should, fucking ascend to?
Yeah.
Why happiness? Because we look at we look at the response of happiness, what it looks like.
Yeah.
And we should always ascend to happiness.
Yeah. I'm curious, you've been on both sides of the spectrum. I would say that some people might consider your behavior, 20 years ago was very toxic, right? This image of toxic masculinity. I feel like I've been there in a lot of ways. I know Evan's been there and a lot of people. I think a lot of men have gone through this phase. What would you say to the women listening who maybe want to support the men in their lives? Maybe it's their father, it's their brother, it's their boyfriend or husband who maybe are experiencing toxic tendencies, types of behaviors. What would you say to the women on how they can best connect with men in their life who might be hurting them?
I can't give a woman any perception of any aspect of a man because there's so many men. I don't know how every man in the world conducts themselves or act under pain or suffering. We're all so totally different. So my opinion on anything, it'll only be the men that I'm accustomed to, which is myself.
Right.
I could never just say how we're gonna understand men. We all think differently.
What do you think women could have done to understand you better back in the day when you were going through different challenges? How could women have shown up differently in your mind? Or is it nothing they could have done to change the way you thought about yourself or you thought about the world?
No, women didn't have I don't know, they may have, but I don't know. I don't have no particular aspect on how I think about them individually.
Yeah.
Like this and that. I don't know all the women in the world. I have an opinion about how they think about me or anything.
Sure. How do you think men should be raised in this time in the world right now? Because I think there's a lot of conversation about toxic masculinity. What advice would you give to men who are maybe hurting or angry or living in a toxic way? What would you say to just the men of the world?
Hey, listen, there's truly nothing to say to anyone that's living in a toxic, unless he comes for help. Some people realize, hey, I just can't stop this lifestyle, I can't stop this conduct in my life. I wanted to change, but I can't stop, so what do I do?
Yeah.
But some people most of the people that have this conduct, this mess, this is their identity, this is their ego. I don't want to get it. Fuck you, Mike. I want my toxic energy. Fuck you. The girls love it. That's what they think.
But it never makes you feel fulfilled deeply inside when you live that way, right?
Nobody feels fulfilled. You know what I mean? We're all fulfilled at different stages of our life. At 18, I'm fulfilled from this particularly difficult or fun fulfillment. And at 28, I like this. I don't like that no more. I like doing this.
Yeah.
You know, people are fickle. Very few of us are really constant on what we continue to do and stay with it for a long period of time.
Yeah. What does it take to be a true champion, to be the best in the world at something? You lived it for a long time. What does the mindset have to be like if someone wants to be the best at what they do?
It's just that dedicating and sacrificing your life to being a particular way you want to be. Like you want to conduct it. Say you want to be like Tony Robbins. You get all the information you can about Tony Robbins, and you conduct it. This is how I want to live my life. This is almost like what do we call these things? This is your manuscript.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Your blueprint. Yeah.
Yeah. This is what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
And I'm going to live like Tony. I'm not going to be Tony Robbins, but I'm going to live it. I'm going to conduct myself like Tony Robbins.
Yeah. So you got to live it, you got to breathe it.
Yes, and you have to be that before you actually become the person.
Interesting.
You're not going to become the person overnight. Like, you think you're prepared to be Tony Robbins right now? Right there. Tomorrow you're Tony Robbins. You didn't know. It's going to take time, so I'm going to become this guy. You know, I'm going to be this guy before, because you're not ready. But when the time comes, you're going to be ready. You're going to be Tony Robbins. This is my life. I'm accustomed to this. Of course I got this role. Of course I got this job. Of course I got this rate. I prepared for it. You wouldn't even be surprised.
Before you became the champ the first time, were you visualizing and imagining
ever since
it?
I was 14, this is who I am. This is who I'm going to be. I'm Kentucky. This is the guy. You have to be the champ before you be the champ. You understand? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Does it really? Because it sounds
It
like
does.
you have to be him before you can be him. You can't just pop this by training and doing push-ups and knocking people out. This is, I'm the champ. No, you have to be the actual champ. Your conduct, your lifestyle have to be the champ before you actually wear the belt. Maybe that's better.
Yeah.
You have to be the champ before you can even wear the belt.
Wow. So you were saying, I'm going to be the champ. You were living like the
All
champ.
my life, that's what I did. I would read books about them, that's all I did. I would read books about them, watch them fight. That's my life. If I wasn't in school and I wasn't training, I was watching them and reading about them.
Watching the greats.
Yeah.
Wow. What's the best advice you ever got from a champion before you?
I don't know, most of them, the advice they gave me about life and stuff, they said you have to live your own life. Because you can't live your life like me. I can't live my life like you, you know. And we're just all different. And some of them say, take care of your money, you know. They regret about that.
Right.
But I used to learn from afar. So a lot of these guys, I used to watch the way they conduct themselves. They're always dignified, most of them. Unless some of them have some mental issues or he had damage from boxing, they're a little bit outrageous. But other than that, most of them are very dignified and classy men.
Yeah. What was your biggest weakness when you were the champ for so long? As you were knocking guys out in the first round, first few seconds, what was the biggest weakness in your game and also in your life?
I don't know. I think I was a glutton. I just wanted everything.
Material things to win, women, this,
Yeah,
everything.
just wanted everything. Yeah.
You wanted the world.
Oh, right now, though. That's only I wanted it now. I didn't want it yesterday. Tomorrow, I want it right now. This instant.
Wow.
And if you can't give it to me, I don't want it no fucking more.
If I can't get it right now.
Yeah, I don't want it no fucking more. Anything I couldn't have, I despised and hated.
Wow.
Yeah, if I couldn't have that girl, I hate her fucking guts.
Wow.
Can I have that car? Fuck those cars. Anybody that drive that car.
Why do you think that was? If you couldn't have it right now, you didn't like it
Because
anymore.
I didn't need no distractions
Oh, wow.
that make me feel anything that I'm less than immortal.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if you couldn't get it right now, it made you feel less than immortal.
Yeah.
So you were like, get it out of my life.
Exactly.
Wow. What's the craziest thing you wanted that you got right now? That you were like demanding everything, and what did you, what was, something flew in from Dubai overnight and you got like a steak dinner from somewhere, or?
I never thought about that. But I'm sure it was bizarre or something.
Yeah. I want a tiger right now. Give me my
That's just
tiger.
the mentality. That's just the way I was raised as a fighter. To think because it would if you couldn't get it, it would distract you.
Wow.
Why can't I possess that? If I'm so great, why can't I possess that?
Wow.
It'll distract you from your goals in life.
What do you think is your greatest weakness right now, this time of your life?
I don't know, my friends and my kids and stuff, family.
It's a weakness?
Yeah, because we're losing so many people. They say, no, he's dead, she's sick. My friend's mother just died yesterday. Everybody started dying, everybody's so sad, and then, wow, you know.
Yeah.
So instead of, we should always look at death as something glorious, because listen, life is very interesting. Listen, we got it for nothing. Look at what we received. We have kids, we have grandkids, all this stuff. But your mother and father, and they saw each other, and hey, we in love, we made love now, look, we're here. Look what we got. Look what you're doing. Look at your show. It's because people were in love. You know what I mean? This is glorious.
Yeah.
For free.
Free. We don't have to pay anything to be here.
Nothing. We can't get mad when it's our time to go. It was free.
What do you think about with death?
Death is beautiful. How could life be beautiful if death is not beautiful? Because it wouldn't be life if there wasn't death.
Wow. So death isn't something you're afraid of?
At one stage in my life, And then you reach 52 and you say, well, I'm not going to get another 52.
Wow.
And then wow, what happened to that time? My whole perspective on life is different. My whole perspective is what I needed, what I wanted. Now it's all about what I needed, what I'm needed for someone else that I love. What am I leaving when I'm gone? It's really bizarre, right? When you have the actual confrontation aspect of your mortality no longer existing.
Huh. What do you think is your biggest superpower right now? Like your biggest strength?
I think it's me, who I am. My essence, my existence. When I'm no longer here, it doesn't no longer exist.
Mm-hmm. How do you want to be remembered now?
Just remember, it doesn't matter how.
Yeah.
You know how many thousands of years are going to go by once I die? It no longer matter.
No one's going to remember then, a couple dozen years, yeah. So what's the biggest fear for you right now?
No.
You don't have any big fears right now?
Besides, eventually I want my kids getting sick. I want them to have a life like I had and seeing the world like I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, no, I'm prepared to meet God, yeah.
Wow. What was the biggest mentor you had when you were in jail? Was there anyone in jail that taught you anything, or no one?
I was just radical in jail, and my mentor, I need to run it all.
Really?
Yeah.
You were like, I'm going to run this whole place?
Yeah, I want to be in control. I want to do this. I want to have my food brought to. It's just stupid. It's a mindset you get once you get put in that situation. I'm a megalomaniac then.
Wow. What was the biggest thing you learned about yourself during that time?
I don't know. Back then I learned that I didn't want to be there.
Mm-hmm.
I was afraid.
To be there?
No, I was afraid that I lost everything that I had at once.
You lost all your money at one point, right?
Yeah, but no, not that time. I wasn't that. That time I still had money. When I was in prison, I still had money. It wasn't no bankrupt and stuff, but I couldn't do nothing. So I would call my accountant and send money to her. If somebody needs some money, I would still take care of my friends and their bills and stuff. But
you're afraid you lost everything else?
Yeah.
Like the titles, like the respect,
No, just things you could have done if you didn't have this fucking, what do you call this shit? Garbage on you. What is this garbage here?
Yeah.
You didn't have this garbage, but you could have accomplished. Oh, fuck. There's a lot of things, a lot of people just fucked it up. I said, oh, man.
What do you think you could have accomplished had you not gone to jail?
Really good stuff, but I've accomplished it when I came out.
Right.
And I still wasn't happy. It was just all in my mind. All the things I thought I could accomplish, and only if I didn't went to jail was just a hallucination in my mind. I went to jail and I still accomplished everything. It's not more than I thought I would accomplish.
Because you came out and you still won the title.
Yeah, it just...
you made a bunch of money.
It was just an illusion. You know, I was chasing an illusion. It never existed, but it was in my head. You know, it was in my head. I was getting revenge for who? I'm no one got you in jail with you. Who am I getting revenge on? It's just my head was fucked. You know.
What happened to your life when you started studying spirituality more?
I don't know. Spirituality is pretty tricky, you know. It's pretty much just letting it wing. It's just imagine if it was like this. Mm-hmm. And then you realize I can make it like this. Yeah. You know, spirituality, I don't know. It wipes everything. This is what spirituality is. It wipes everything that I ever believed. It makes it a lie. Mm. You know? Mm.
What did you used to believe that makes it a lie now?
I believe just what everybody else, Adam and Eve, motherfucker. Mm. Yeah. I believe that. Yeah, that's what I believe. You know? I believed all that crap.
Wow.
And everything then, so that's the paradigm shift. When everything you've been taught your whole life, and then it comes the time you realize was a lie. Mm. Now, how do we start from there? You know, we live in a lie. Yeah. We have to make up our own lie and live in this lie. Mm-hmm. You know, it's going to take it till you find, if you checked and try to figure out till the day you die, you would never figure it out. It's based thousands and thousands and how many millions of lives and years of lives, and some people just dedicated their whole lives to trying to figure out the lies and what this world about, and they found out nothing. Right. They have this big encyclopedia mind about wonderful things in the history of the world and stuff, but we don't have the answer still. Mm-hmm. You know, it's just a beautiful ride.
Just enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
Don't try to figure everything out.
No way. It's a beautiful ride. We don't do that. As human beings, we don't do that. We don't enjoy the ride. This shit is not right. We got to figure this out. This is not right. This is not. That's how we are.
Do you think if you had...
want to spoil something.
Yeah, I know. Do you think if you had more peace in your heart, more love in your heart in your 20s, 30s, do you think you would have enjoyed the ride more? And do you think you would have been able to be as successful in the boxing world if you had peace and love in your heart?
I didn't know. All my life I read about the conquerors, Alexander the Great, Genghis Khan, Charlemagne, all these crazy guys, Clovis, I read about these guys. You know what I mean? They had declared themselves God. You know, you think our great prophets, you think of Jesus, of Prophet Muhammad, Dustin's partner was in the time of Alexander the Great. He would eliminate them. They wouldn't exist anymore. Mm-hmm. Everything is proper timing. You know, in certain worlds and certain times, they would never existed.
Wow. When do you think was the moment you started to feel more peace in your heart, like inner peace?
I don't know, when I had the responsibility of just taking care of my family.
That's when it shifted more?
Yeah, after I tried to destroy it, it didn't work. And I said, well, I have to take care of this stuff. I have to really confront what am I going to do here. You know, and then I said, this is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to dedicate my life. And that was a mess, too. And then eventually, we have 10 years. You know, it worked out. Yeah. You know, we have a great deal of respect for one another.
Where do you think you'd be if you had no kids right now?
I wouldn't exist.
Really?
No way.
Where would you be?
I don't know, probably dead with AIDS or something.
Really?
Yeah, I wouldn't exist. Or maybe somebody would kill me for fucking with their wife or girlfriend. You never know. Else I'd be a junkie.
Wow.
Without kids, that's the only thing that stable me.
Wow.
That's the only thing that gave me any kind of meaning. Man, if kids, fuck the world, I don't give a fuck.
Wow.
Yeah, real talk.
Do you wish you would have had kids younger then, or?
No, I wouldn't accomplish my goals. It's everything's proper timing.
Proper timing, yeah.
You think you're playing checkers, and you think you fucking navigating your life, but you're not.
Yeah.
You know, I know you say, why don't I just go out here and do some drugs and just fuck my life up then? Mike don't think I'm navigating my life and you're just not. You're not programmed to do that then.
Yeah.
And if you were programmed to do that, you're programmed to come back and rebound.
Right.
You know, your life is not meant to go there. It's just not meant to be.
Wow. What do you think is the lesson you still want to learn for yourself? Like the challenge you want to overcome still to make you a better person?
I can't never find that.
Yeah.
You know, because that lesson, that's the thing I want to realize is, why me? Why is this happening? I'm never going to figure that out.
What's the question you wish you could have answered?
Why is this who am I? Why is my purpose here?
Yeah.
You know, but I can make something. I can say my purpose is to be the best person I could possibly be before I die. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That could be our purpose in life. See how far we can go in life before we die.
Yeah.
You know. But suppose people don't think in that perspective. Yeah. That's what LL Cool J told me, because I think I'm talking some glamorous shit. I'm talking some fly shit. And he was telling me on mic, you know, there's some people that live in the outskirts of fucking Ohio somewhere, and they just live simple lives, and that's all they want to do, Mike.
Enjoy their life.
This shit we talking about don't mean nothing.
Nothing.
Mike. They just ready to die and ready to meet God, taking care of the kids, the people they love. Or may go on a vacation, may never go on a vacation. Or leave the town, but this is just a simple life. This is what makes them happy.
Yeah.
And I never really you know, I come into a place, if you're nothing, if you ain't something, you're nothing. Mm-hmm. You know, isn't that so fucking shallow? If you're not something, you're nothing. What's my definition of something? Mm-hmm. Somebody with a fucking wad of money in their pocket? I have no fucking concept of humanity is what life is. Does that mean I have a wad? I should be able to violate that person that doesn't.
Wow.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm lost again.
Wow.
I shouldn't try to figure shit out. You have to go with the flow.
Mm-hmm. Wow. How did you learn to finally start forgiving yourself for
that
stuff?
shit, fuck that, man. That happened, excuse my language, that must have happened yesterday or something. You know, that stuff, you just don't do that stuff overnight. It doesn't work like that. At least with me, it doesn't work like that.
Took a long time to forgive yourself?
Because I know my demons, and I realize in life, everybody's gonna really find them out eventually. You think you gotta hide that shit, it doesn't work that way. Mm.
So you just started to forgive yourself on things, or
pretty much,
it's happening every day, or?
You know, it comes around, yeah.
Wow.
I'm not gonna, hey Mike, fuck all that shit you did, it's cool, man. God love you, that's
right.
Bullshit. I don't function, I don't think that. I don't think God leaves you to figure it out. He lives it on yourself. If it's cool, it's cool. If it's not, it's not. You figure it out.
Yeah. And what are you most proud of in your life that you've done?
Wow. I don't know, I'm proud that I'm existing.
Yeah.
I love to be alive. I know that may sound bizarre, but I'm proud to be alive and existing, yeah.
Do you feel like you should have been dead many times?
That could have happened, yeah, that could have happened. I don't know, I used to look at it and say, wow, what am I proud of? You know, I say I'm proud of my children and stuff, but they have their own lives to live.
Yeah.
I'm only proud of them because they're kind, they make me happy. Some of them do things I don't like, but it's just that my kids are my kids, and that's my personal life, and when I think of something that I'm proud of, I don't know, I don't think about my fighting. I don't know, it's just weird that when you say that, you know? I wanted them doing things now that I'm proud of. I'm building a company. We're making people awareness of health and cannabis. So I'm really proud of my company.
That's
I'm
cool.
doing
That's good.
Tyson Ranch, yeah.
And what are you most grateful for about your wife?
Yeah, I'm just, well, that's interesting you say that, because we have fought a long fight together, you know?
You fought a long fight together?
Yeah. Yeah.
How many years has it been now?
10 years, but we've been with each other longer than that.
Yeah.
Yes, It was really great growing up with her. This is my third marriage. This is her first. But it's really been, this marriage and the struggle that we endured together was really going to tell us if we're going to make it in life or not. You know, our existence in life. We're going to do this stuff, and we're going to feel it's going to be over and stuff.
Yeah.
And so when we had our kid, we just dedicated our life to make sure our kid wouldn't have the life that we had. It's a really kind and pleasant life.
Yeah. What do you love about her the most?
That she's just an awesome kid, and she just she's very competitive in life.
Is it your daughter or?
Yes, my daughter, and besides having two crazy parents, she really conducts herself like a champion. Yeah.
She's the adult in the family. Yeah.
Oh, she's really awesome. Yeah, she's only 10 years old.
That's great. And what do you?
She's our life, and we have another son named Morocco. He's 8 years old.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, but we just she's our glue that keeps us together.
That's cool. What do you admire and love about your wife the most?
The most? Oh man, that she kept our family together, and that was her main objective, is keeping our family together.
Yeah.
And being one.
That's great.
For most.
That's great.
She didn't give up on it. You know, most people can easily give up and just move on. This is so easy.
Yeah,
Get up and move on.
Lots of options out there.
Yeah, so much. Get up and move on. It's so pervasive that this is what people do. If it doesn't go well, you just get away and we just go move on. We don't try to make this work.
Well, you did that in your previous marriages. You know, you guys ended them.
I just kept going. My previous marriage, because I could always throw money at my problems. I had my money then, but I didn't have money then, so I can't say, fuck you, take that.
Right.
You know? So we had to make this stuff work.
Wow. You had to learn, you had to grow. That's good. Yeah. I've got a couple final questions for you. This one is called The Three Truths.
Okay.
So I want you to imagine that you are, it's your last day.
I'm dying.
It's many years away, right? It's your last day.
I'm always prepared, though.
You're prepared any day.
I always
right?
say I'm done. Let's do it, nigga.
But imagine it's 50 more years. You got 52 to go, right?
No, it's not that many years.
Let's say you got as many as you want, and then there's the last day. You gotta turn the lights off.
Okay.
You got your family there. It's a good setting.
Okay.
You've accomplished what you want. Your ranch has blown up. Your company, everything you're doing is amazing.
This is not reality. This is not. This
Let's imagine. Let's imagine. Let's visualize.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
And
beautiful.
you have a moment where you get to share your final three truths with the world. You get to announce it on your podcast, or you get to write this down. And these would be three lessons. The only three things people would be able to remember you by are these three final lessons that you would share with the world, what I like to call the three truths. What would you say are your three truths?
I don't know that. If I had more time, I could be even better than what I am. Yeah, and if I had more time, I could probably right through all the wrongs that I did. And if I had more time, I could love spending time with my kids, my grandkids.
Those are great. And what lessons would you share with the world that you would want them to have for their lesson from you?
That we all have to live our lives to the fullest and fulfill our lives. Yeah. Our life fulfillment. Whatever your life is, and, you know, this is what most people's problems are in life. They didn't fulfill their life fulfillment.
Who they're supposed to be.
Yeah, who they wanted to be.
What were they focused on?
Hey, it just never happened. They don't believe it happened to them. I guess they believe it was supposed to be ordained for them. I don't know, but and then there's some people that works hard and do all the secrets of life, and they still never get it. What do you say about that? How that work? And then there's people that work but don't work as hard as these guys, and they get it. It's just a luck thing. Somebody liked them. They had the right look. They had the right person. That something that got them on. How do people look at that in life? Do they give up and they say, fuck it, I just keep working in a way that's been failing all my life until something happens? Yeah. How do they look like? How does somebody think outside of the box and say, we're not gonna do it that way no more and just wait for somebody to like us? We're gonna make our own life. We're gonna make our own future. Yeah. We're gonna create our own jobs. That's how it happens.
Yeah.
It happens from watching failures.
Sure.
Watching people just try and fail, and then somebody said, "This is the way." And that's how dynasties are made.
That's it, man. How can we support you? What's you got your show, you got your company, you got the ranch. Tell us where we can connect with you, how we can support you.
Hey, listen, Hot Boxing is just
it's amazing.
A podcast. You guys can
it's amazing.
Check in, subscribe there, and just hang out with us.
It's incredible.
It's going to be really interesting.
It's on YouTube. It's on iTunes.
Yes, it's all over the world.
Hot Boxing
with Mike Tyson. Yes.
And
Evan Britton.
Yeah, Evan's amazing on there. I went on
Evan's the old boxer. So you got the old boxer named Jack Britton. Look up Jack Britton.
Okay. Is that a
New York fighter?
I'll look him up later. Who's that?
Jack Britton. Great fighter. Had like three welterweight champion, probably 2-time welterweight champion. Had around 350 fights.
Wow.
Jack Britton.
Related? No?
Maybe.
That's cool.
I don't know much about my dad's side.
You've had some incredible people on there. You had Snoop, you had LL Cool J recently, you had Lewis Howes on there, so make sure you check that episode out as well.
There's some really interesting stories on there.
You share some crazy stuff.
But
it's amazing. So you guys got to check this out because the stories you've been through are amazing. So check that out. Where else? They can follow you on Instagram, Twitter, Mike Tyson, everywhere.
Oh, the freaking
everywhere. You're worldwide, baby.
Hey, this guy's got the energy place. I don't even feel comfortable cursing. I said if you cursing, I feel like I got stuck with a hot cold.
It's all good. I got one final question for you, Mike. But before I do, I want to acknowledge you one more time for all the growth, because you could have easily tapped out. You could have easily gone back to jail.
I'm never going to tap. I'm never going to do that. I'm just going to always try hard and see what's going to happen. Because listen, I've been worse than this. I've been in a worse situation than I've ever been. And I didn't give up then. Why am I going to give up now? And I'm at the height of my life now. How am I going to give up?
I love it, man.
What the hell am I doing?
I love it,
This is a dream right now.
Living the dream, baby.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Final question then is, what's your definition of greatness?
My definition of greatness is someone or something that that can do the most difficult thing in the world with the most simple of ease. That's greatness.
Ooh. Mike Tyson, the man. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you, man. It's powerful.